We're opening up the Hudson hotline.
877-2-RADIO-U.
Aly, you had a question for everyone to chime in with their thoughts on.
Yes, I'm the type of person, and this came up yesterday just in the office, that I love unsolved mysteries. One of my favorite series to watch on YouTube a while back was BuzzFeed Unsolved, and we were just kind of talking about it, and I was like, you know what? It'd be fun to get everybody's take on what is an unsolved mystery that they would love to get the answers for. Mm-hmm. But you can only choose one because there's so many, right?
Yeah. It wouldn't be fair to be able to choose all of them. But there is so many, and I've definitely gone down the rabbit hole of this content as well, just like looking up videos on mysteries that are just like, when will we ever know? When will we know the
answer?
And
we may never know. So many of them we may never know the answers for.
Yeah. So go ahead and send in your thoughts. You can only choose one unsolved mystery that you want the answer to. Many good choices coming in. John from Texas said John Benet Ramsey.
Oh.
Mic drop.
That really is a mic drop one. I mean, talk about one that absolutely enraptured the whole country and beyond that too. So yeah, that's a good pick.
What is the brief version of John Benet Ramsey? Like, that was a little child, right?
John Benet Ramsey was, I believe, I want to say she may have been like 8 years old, but she was killed in her family home. Mm-hmm. And we never really figured out who killed her and what exactly happened. There was this weird ransom note. And then the parents ended up finding her in the basement dead. Like, it's very strange. All of the details are very odd. Mm-hmm. Some say the parents did it. Some say the brother. Like, it's all very confusing. Some say someone broke in, so it's going to be probably one that we may never know the answers for. She was 6 years old when she was found murdered.
How long has it been? I feel like that's one where we'll never get it, will we?
It was the day after Christmas, 1996.
Maybe one day. Chad got in with one that was on the top of my mind, and that is the D.B. Cooper plane robbery in the Pacific Northwest. It's funny you mentioned that, Chad, because that is the reason this entire thing came up.
Yep.
D.B. Cooper Day is coming up on Sunday, and D.B. Cooper is a guy, if you don't know the mystery behind that. This one took place in 1971. Is a guy, a mystery man, even though he's been called Dan Cooper or D.B. Cooper. He hijacked a plane going from Portland to Seattle and parachuted off of it. But once he parachuted off, he disappeared. Like, nobody's seen him since. He's not been found. If you look up D.B. Cooper, you'd see a picture of him that you've probably seen before.
A sketch.
A sketch,
yep.
Yeah, not an actual picture.
Yeah.
But I think there's been theories that have come out over the years or where there's been like a break in the case. We think we know who did it. But I don't know at this point, since it's been so long, if you can actually truly know.
Yeah. Dee came in with one. She said the UFO incident from Aurora, Texas. Is there really an alien pilot buried in the cemetery?
Ooh.
Oh, that's a good one.
Lindsay says the OG. This is true. Jack the Ripper.
I kind of forgot about that, but that really is the OG unsolved case.
And you want to talk about one that's just too old to really ever be solved.
Yeah.
I don't know when that exactly took place. I don't know if it was like the 50s or
the
1700s, but it was a long time ago. I'm just 50s. Not good at judging time before I was born.
No, it was in like the late 1800s in England. So,
it's been too long is all I know. Christy says,
this is a good one.
This is local for the for RadioU Columbus, and that is Brian Schaefer. He disappeared at what I believe is right near, if you're a RadioU Columbus listener, you would know the Newport Music Hall.
Yep.
I think it's the Newport, where he walked in. He was seen on the roof of whatever bar it was by there, and then never was seen leaving.
Yep.
And nobody knows where he went.
No one knows what happened to Brian. Yeah, that's one that hits close to home, obviously, but more recent as well. Happened in 2006. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, that is definitely an unsolved mystery where it's like, what in the world happened there? So that's a good one.
There's another one that brings me to mind, which is another, I feel like ones that are local to you or places hit a little harder. And there's a guy named Tyler. This is probably less well-known nationally, but Tyler Davis is a guy who I just saw a video on not long ago. It's just been 5 years since he disappeared at the Easton Mall in Columbus area, where he was having a night with his wife and one of their friends. He was drinking. His wife and the friend went back to the hotel. He starts walking away from the hotel. He was on the phone with them the whole time. Like, kept calling him, whatever. They have phone records. And then all of a sudden the phone, like, he's not where his phone was. And they just do not know where he disappeared to. So that's another good one.
Crazy. I don't think I've heard of that one.
Another mystery rabbit hole to go down.
Yeah.
Test all the theories.
I might need to go down that rabbit hole. For me, mine is quite an older one. Not quite as old as Jack the Ripper, but from 1947 in Hollywood. It's the Black Dahlia murder.
That's a classic.
Elizabeth Short. That one has always enthralled me. I've always wanted to know the answer. But I will say I am surprised no one chose, as of right now, no text has come in for this one. No one said Zodiac Killer. No one picked that one.
Yeah.
I was kind of shocked. That seems like one that a lot of people have been pretty interested in for a while too.
One of the classic mysteries that so many. And I don't know, it would kind of ruin the fun to get the answers though for some of these. Like you want to know, but then once you know, I don't know if you do.
While you're here, you should watch more of our videos and subscribe so you don't miss what we do next.